It's Sally, S-A-L-L-Y. I do have bad penmanship, I'll give you that. Last name is Manzella, M-E-N-D-Z-E-L-A. You're not going to have trouble keeping up with me because I'm a very languid speaker. And what I say will be a bunch of random bullet points, okay? First, I have some water. You know what? Oh, yeah. Thank you. I have water. Kind of a privilege to be able to turn on my tap and get water that I can drink. I want you to just keep that in your head. I have to give National Grid props for the very skillful dog and pony show that we started with. I know you're not going to answer this and you're under no obligation to do so, but as a previous speaker asked, I don't really understand the carving up of time so that these folks get all that time, all their slides, and the rest of us is like 5 minutes, and whether the points are relevant or not, shut up, sit down. I mean, I don't get that, because it's like they're no more experts than the rest of us. They have a couple of people who have a great background, but I think if you listened to the folks who have testified so far, a lot of those people are equally qualified to make the statements and share research with you that they did.
It's their application for consistency determination.
Is that what?
So they're presenting their case to the council, and there are many of you, and many of you are saying similar things, and we want to make sure that everyone gets time to speak, not just a few.
Okay.
So that's my answer to your
Okay.
concern.
And I appreciate the fact you gave the answer, and I'll let it go at that. And I thought this before I heard the speakers, but as I sat there absorbing what everyone said, and I thought back to the skillful spin that I witnessed at the beginning, I realized what National Grid said this evening, I kind of felt like it was the early 90s. There's nothing up to date about what they said because there's no context. There's no context to the community. There's no context to the wider environment. There's no context to the actual cost to a culture of capitulating to corporate interest, right? This is not about energy. You know that, right? This is about money. It's not about energy. This is a ruse, you know? Fossil fuels around the world, who's even talking about that anymore? It's a dinosaur. And here they sit very, it's quite surreal to me that if you look at what the rest of the world is doing and saying, it is so far ahead of what we're doing here this evening that it's like a piece of theater, really. It's not legitimate. How can Rhode Island be so far behind that we're even having to listen to this? Okay, so I just want you to keep in mind what the other folks have said. I don't even know what your resumes are, but I'm assuming you have expertise, otherwise you wouldn't be sitting here doing this job. We're the ocean state, right? We're the ocean state. A lot of decisions have been made that I think actually compromise the way that we view ourselves, which is a state of natural wonder. Not only the ocean, but the woods, the wildlife. It's a vacation destination. We don't need, okay, we don't need this gas. This is a manufactured project. And I'm sure many of you actually know that and believe it, Okay, so I ask you to put people first and not just corporate interest, because ultimately, if you do that, you break the social contract. And the social contract is kind of like the golden rule. That's how I was brought up, with a sense of values, to look out for neighbors, to contribute to the greater good. This project is none of that. Thank you.